today, from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 13 of the NFL on EA Sports.
The bye weeks are over. It's all about football all the time as we're underway here in Week 13.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
So here come the Ravens now, ready to get the football for the first time. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And the numbers were not pretty. I mean, they don't look right. When you throw 2 interceptions, no touchdown passes, there's no way to really make that work. But I thought there were a lot of positives in watching his game tape. I think he's close to putting on a good performance. Let's see if he can flip those numbers around in this game. And, of course, rally his team to a win.
A gain of 2.
Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option.
At the 27.
Fighting through it, he's got space. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 33 and a first.
They went with the nickel look defensively, so they had 5 defensive backs in there. Didn't help them stop the run.
Yeah, I love that, the nickel look. 5 cents, 5 DBs. But what also happens then? You take a big body off the field in order to insert that guy. So you're taking a big off for a little. And oftentimes you can run the football effectively against that defense.
Now an option play, and he'll keep it.
And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw.
That's complete to the tight end, Werner.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though.
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. It kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off. Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I'd feel very confident.
And right away, he lost the football. Now it appears we've got an injured Raven down there on the field. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough.
The fumble on 1st down. Now here's 2nd down.
From the gun, Pittman. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
He finds Beckham complete.
And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
On 1st and 10, Pittman.
He'll find his tight end here, Asiasi.
And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That catch good for only a couple.
It's 2nd and 8 at the Ravens.
On 2nd down, Metcalf. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
Number 29. Brought down at the 35-yard line. That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd.
On 3rd down, Metcalf. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
1st and 10.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Operating from the gun, Pittman looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line.
An option handoff here to Dobbins.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
At the 30.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back.
Dobbins hit and he fumbles.
And it's picked up by the Patriots. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
Recovered by the Patriots.
Following the fumble recovery, Pittman.
The quarterback.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
And a few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point.
Pittman's pass. Complete to Odell Beckham Jr. Brings up 3rd down.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Pittman. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
He was brought down at the 20.
These are his numbers from last week's contest. 21 carries, 93 yards, and a score.
He's having a nice season, and he knows where he ranks in the league. Don't ever let a running back tell you that they don't know that. They do. So what he's doing now is lobbying the offensive coordinator all week long. Hey, how about a few more touches? He's one big game away from maybe leading the league. Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the 1st quarter.
Pittman's pass.
The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pittman. And he's going to go down here, a sack. They push him back to the 34.
Enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly, they're still short for 4th.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that.
I know.
That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
And they'll run the option to start the drive.
And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
At the 34-yard line.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1.
1 yard to go.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins.
And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Ravens.
Here's the option.
And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think it's big boys up front, that offensive line. They've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
2nd and 13. Finds Roberts left side. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all. And now they're looking at 3rd down here.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And they'll try and run the option to pick it up.
That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On fourth down, punt coming from Braden Mann.
And no one there to stop it. Hits at the 8, but it carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. We're in the second quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, trying to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
He was brought down by Shaq.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw on second down. Pittman got a man open. That's Harry. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
It's a gain of 5.
Back to throw. Pittman. And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
Well, one thing's for sure. When you've got a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 bump.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively.
4-yard line.
And now Baltimore gets set to take the field. It hasn't gone particularly well for them. That's obvious. In these conditions, no points so far. They've got to get that offense on track. The question, how do they do it?
It is the age-old question, isn't it? And to me, finding a way to make sure your playmakers touch the ball without it being too exotic. Meaning you don't have to go deep down the field. Maybe you hit them on those short passes on the perimeter. Make sure you just turn around and hand it to your best runner and get out of the way. Don't cause any extra stress on your offense.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Being chased out left. He'll run it, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. The first carry now for the BYU man. It's Jamal Williams. Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
4 yards on
the first throw for the backup Jackson.
He gets this underneath to Dobbins.
Call it a 3-yard gain, and just like that, it's third down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
They have the first down with that gain of 4 yards.
And a Raven first down.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Jackson from the shotgun. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
It's third down. And 9.
On third down, Jackson. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Jaron Reed. He's
he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year.
I think you saw the same thing that I did there, partner. Remember, he's their backup quarterback, so the last thing they need is to lose another one right here on the sack. Looks like he's going to be okay, though. Yeah,
he looked like he was favoring something in the left leg. Appears to be fine now, but you're right. That O-line, they got to protect him. Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll punt it away for the second time.
The Patriots take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Looking for more there on 1st down, but this throw downfield incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Throwing again, Pittman. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. He was trying to go back to Beckham there. 3rd down here.
He was covered by Patrick.
Looking to throw. Pittman.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
At the 49-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down. Pittman. And he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at the 45. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. That 2nd down play nets a -4. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line.
Intercepted. The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
They'll run on 1st down. Metcalf. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. From the gun, Pittman. Open man is Asiasi, the tight end. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he stopped up short of the 1st as they tackle him down at about the 36. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
At their own 21-yard line.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball in the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route.
2nd and 10.
Now Dobbins.
35-yard line.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score.
To throw on third down. Jackson. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's fourth down.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to have to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and the Patriots take over. On first down, Pittman. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. Not much there, only a yard. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9.
At the 30-yard line.
Catch is made by Harry. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 22 yards there, a first down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Johnson with a completion over the middle. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves them with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Operating from the gun, Pittman, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brings up 3rd down and 1.
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. This is Johnson. He's got it. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. On 1st and 10, Pittman. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And incomplete. He was covered by Patrick Queen.
To throw again. Pittman over the middle to Beckham. And he'll go down at the 28. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
Intercepted by the Ravens.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore.
Jackson's pass.
From 6 yards away. And the Ravens have taken the lead. That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
This one fielded at the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27.
Out comes the Ravens defense now as they get ready for the next possession. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
Johnson was the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
Off the play fake, Pittman. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Intercepted by the Ravens.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. Just shy of midfield at the 49. Final play of the half here. It's Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
Patriots 3.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Their own 23-yard line.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Loss of a yard on the play. It's now 3rd down and 4.
From the gun on 3rd down. Pittman, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Jackson. He's got Burton here. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
To Trey Burton. A 3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Patriots.
From the gun, it's Jackson. This one out left to the tight end, Burton. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st down, Ravens.
A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. 3rd down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Jackson.
And he'll only get this to the 14 as he'll come up well short of the 1st down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. They were looking for Johnson that time, and it'll bring up 3rd down. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That'll put him at 77 yards receiving for the ball game. It's a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9. At the 40-yard line.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pittman, he'll find Metcalf. And he'll be stopped right at midfield.
The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And boy, he can get hurt.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
14-yard.
Now what we're seeing, this is much better from this offense.
And he loses the football a 2nd time. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
I know one thing, the team that had the ball and was driving.
2nd and short now following the fumble. Back to throw. Pittman. And now here is another interception. Picked off with great anticipation. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. So from one end zone all the way to the other. Talk about a turnaround.
And how about the excitement that play generates for his team? Not just the points on the board, but the momentum and taking it from coast to coast, end zone to end zone. What a tremendous play. Now get that man an oxygen tent.
That's your boy Old Mo. You said momentum, right?
Old Mo, I think he's kind of limping across at the end because of that distance, but he made it.
It's up and good, and that makes it 17-3. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pats at the line ready to go. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
That catch good for 5. It's third down.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 3.
From the gun, Pittman. That's caught over the middle by Asiasi. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The throw right sideline here is complete. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 3 yards to gain there, second down.
All that practice time came to fruition on that play. All those timing routes that they work on through training camp, OTAs, mini camp, and just regular season, they got it done on that one. An out cut, ball was delivered, and picked up the completion.
Well, that's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
Metcalf once again the target, but it'll be second down.
It's now 2nd and 10.
Throwing again, Pittman. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards.
On third down, Pittman. And that is incomplete.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over them.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
Down here in the third quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
9 brings up 2nd and a yard.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
A gain of 4 yards.
They'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 43-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Jackson,
Quick slant to Brown.
Pass complete.
they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
Brings up 3rd down.
And that is
is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He's got his tight end, Burton. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
From the gun, Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs. Able to improvise and get the first. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal. Movement there on the offensive line. A little quick and a 5-yard penalty.
False start, offense.
That false start knocks them back behind the 10 now as they'll try again. 1st and goal. Here's Jackson. Escaping the press. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Partner, that one looked like it was over. I mean, they had control, had the football, and the defense had to make a play in order to keep them in the game. That's exactly what they did.
And now that door ajar, 2-score game. So hold on here, not done in the 4th. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. Man, able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Pittman. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Quarterback sacked.
And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
Yards on the play. Brings up 3rd down and 12.
To throw on 3rd down, Pittman. In trouble, and he's taken down. A'Shawn Robinson. He's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. That's number 4. Sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continue to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. Baltimore about ready to go on offense. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Anthony Jennings. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson finds Roberts left side. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
Number 16.
They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've converted a 3rd of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 7. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And he's going to get this to the 31, but that is still well short of what he needed. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Instead of throwing it downfield, Charles, they just tried to dump it underneath there. You like the call?
I do. I think it's a high percentage play because you get the completion, and what you're counting on is your back to use his legs and his elusiveness to make people miss and pick up the 1st down. In this case, it didn't happen.
The Ravens send their punter out now. He's been terrific so far. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. And now out come the Patriots. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Throwing on 1st down. Pittman. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 22-yard line.
Back to the air on 2nd down. Pittman. And that one complete to Keene, the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Looking to throw. Pittman. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And no, it's incomplete. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So they really needed points here in a 2-score game. Could not come away with anything there on 4th.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Here's Dobbins. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
The 13-yard line.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens will extend their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
New England trying to get a place on offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. You got the big lead defensively, willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
To throw on 3rd down, Pittman. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters.
Pittman's pass intercepted by the Ravens.
He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept the pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And they'll get him down right around the 16. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. An option handoff here to Dobbins. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
And it's 3rd down.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 3rd down, here's Dobbins. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal.
At the 7-yard line.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Jamal Williams, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens have used the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6.
Well, there's just about a minute left in this game, and they're still taking it into the end zone. And you know they could have taken a knee there, but they decided to play this one all the way out. And I think their philosophy is, we're going to give you everything we've got. If we just go ahead and take a knee now, we're actually showing you disrespect that way, like taking pity on you. They're not about to do that to their opponent.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards.
At their own.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And his throw here's incomplete. The Pro Bowler Odell Beckham, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Pittman got his man complete over the middle. That's Johnson. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th. 2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. From the gun, Pittman. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And he'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Historically, this is such a tough, loud venue, but you can hear a pin drop right now. A lot of fans long gone, not used to seeing a lopsided score like this. And he's dropped just shy of the 25 at the 24. 12 yards is the pickup there, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the second round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield, to be able to get him in